Hi everyone, I'm back to share a mini album I made. I started this album Thursday and I finished it yesterday on Sunday. So it's actually the longest mini I've ever made. I've never spent that much time on one. Normally they take me about a day, day and a half, but this one took forever. It was a whole new way of doing a paper bag mini album. Kathy from Paper Phenomenon did this, and she used the Tim Holtz Lost and Found collection. I'm not into, I love that collection, I still want that, but I don't do a lot of grunge or vintage style, type mini albums. That's just really not my style. So I didn't use that collection, but I watched all the videos to figure out how to put it together and then just kind of did some things on my own. So I actually used this Colorblock collection. It's an entire, it's paper stickers and punch outs, and you can get these at Walmart. They're $5 for the pack. And there's 20 12 by 12 papers in here, 212 stickers, and 77 punch outs. And I used every piece of paper in this thing, so all 20 pieces of paper. And it's cardstock paper, so it's not thin, so it's really, really nice to work with. So that's what I used. And then I used the Celebrate It paper bags, the 4 5/8 by 8 5/8. They come in a pack of 12, and I used white ones, and I only used 6. So it starts out basically with, I made kind of a template, and then kind of went from there. So like I said, it took about 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, yeah, about 4 days, and this is how it turned out. This album is for my sister for her birthday. So that's another reason it took a lot of time, is because I wanted it to be done so that she would go, oh my gosh, and I'm hoping that I completed that. So actually right here on the front cover, I just have some white feathers that were in the boys' little feather stash, and this butterfly, and I tied a bow and put it there, and then these two pieces here are stickers. But I don't use a lot of stickers, so I just backed them with some cardstock. I have strings from the hot glue, with the cardstock, and then I put a piece of the pattern paper behind them, and then I put little tiny bling on some of the flowers. So that's the front. And then on the side, I did like a corset tying on the side, and then I had these little flower blings that I just sandwiched on the ribbon so they would hang. I don't have any charms. I haven't gotten into making charms or anything, so these are kind of my charms. So inside, and I'm hoping I can do this where you guys can see it, so I think I'll just kind of push this down a little bit and see if we can go through this without anything falling out of it. So this is the first page, and they're all connected with these hinges that are just made out of cardstock. After doing this whole album, though, I do know some things that I wouldn't do again, and some things that I would change just to suit the way I do things better. Everything in here, all of these punch outs are from the paper set, and then I added the bling, and everything's up on little foam squares, except this one, but this one pulls out, and it's just a little booklet that just has some mats. And then I made these tags on my Cricut, and then this little hinge here is how these pieces of cardstock are connected, and then there's 2 more mats, and then the back, so that just slips in to this pocket here. And then this is a pocket down here, and I made these tags on the Cricut. So those just go in there. And then all the tags here for the paper bag, this is the paper bag, I made on my Cricut. They're all identical except the color changes. So the first one is pink, then green, then blue, then pink, then green, then blue. And then on the back there's a journaling spot from just a little notepad that I had, and it was perfect. I just cut the bottom off and put that on there. So all the tags are identical. And then when you turn the page this way, this is the other part of the paper bag. This part flips up, and you have a pocket up here, so she can slip a photo in there, and you have a pocket here on the side. So the whole album is constructed the same exact way for all the pages, but they just kind of look different. And I'm hoping you guys can see this. It's like really wide. It's a big book. I've never done one this big before. And then this is another one that she did. You know, granted, she used double-sided paper for her whole thing. The color box sets at Walmart are not double-sided, so what I had to do is, I don't know if you can see this, I'm going to try to get it. This flat piece here was going to just be white on the back, so I actually backed it with some of the textured cardstock that I get that I tried to match the colors. And so each one of these flat pieces that pull up is backed with a cardstock color, so that way it would kind of be double-sided. This is another little pull-out that she did, but she left these flaps open, and I glued the sides down just to make pockets. So she can put some more little pictures in there, and then there's 2 more tags in this pocket here. And then that just slips in there. And then this one pulls up. I punched these butterflies out with a Paper Studio punch. And then then there's a 1-inch circle, and then this is a 1.5-inch scallop circle, and it's all on foam dots. And then these little flowers are like foam, and it's up on a pop dot, and it's got sparkles on it, so then that flips up. And then there's the cardstock on that one. Then this side, I've seen these, I've never tried one before, and I thought, why not? I'm just trying everything new on this page. So this is one of the little booklets that open, and then it opens again, and then again and again. So it's done out of a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, and then you just cut each corner off. So all I did was just put the 12 by 12 on the scoreboard, scored it at 4 and 8, flipped it, scored it at 4 and 8, and just cut the outer squares off, and then just matted them. And it got kind of thick because, like I said, this is cardstock, it's not just paper. So to keep it closed, I just have this little silver clip on there, and then that just goes in that pocket. Like I said, all these tags are the same. Here's the blue one, and then the paper on the back. And then this page, I like these. There's lots of butterflies in this collection. It's so cute. And that flips up. And then this one, Kathy did on one of her pages. And I'm holding it closed with this little clip right here because it'll just flop down. But, let's see if I can get it. So there's a mat here. There's a mat here, but then it also opens up, so there's a mat here and here, and then there's 2 more up here. So this was pretty cool. I like this. And then it just folds up, and it's actually, there's a little hinge here that attaches it to the page, and I just have another one of these little silver clips, and I just keep it clipped that way so it doesn't pop open. And then these are all the same, where they just flip up. This is another little pocket wallet. She calls them wallets. So I thought that was cute. And then there's 2 more tags back there. And then this side, this is big. This side flips up. And then there's another one of these that I did. Like I said, hers was a little different, and I did mine based on what she did and then changed it to what I liked. So that's that. Just goes in that pocket. And then this back, after this one flips up like that, this back piece, I did just like she did, only I used a different closure. She used a lot of metal in hers, and I don't have a lot of metal. So it's almost like a little matchbook type thing, and I just used these little blingy brads and some embroidery floss to actually keep mine closed, and it just opens up. Actually, I'm going to show you this way if I can. It's not going to work that way, so I'll show you this way. Okay, so it opens up, and then I matted this side and this side, and there's these little pockets. There's 3 little pockets in here, and she stapled hers, but like I said, there's not a lot of metal in here, so I didn't want to do staples. So I sewed it with my sewing machine, and then I made these little tags that go inside. So there's a photo mat on this side, and then she could do journaling on the back. And I might take one of my journaling stamps and stamp on the back of it, so she'll have some lines. And then these little tabs I cut out using from my kitchen cartridge on my Cricut. So each one of them has, they fit kind of tight, so I might have to shave them down a little bit. So there's 3 of those. I don't know if you guys can see those. So I just doubled the cardstock, so it was patterned on both sides, and then there's a larger one. So that's really cute. I really like that. I might do some more of those. So actually, after doing this, I really want to make another one, but I know what I would do different next time. Like the binding on this side, you can see all of the hinges, which is kind of cool because I did mine that so they would match the colors. And then to get an even amount, I did the middle one in white. But I don't know that I would make them this thick again. I think I might. This is 1/4 of an inch, and I think I might do 1/8 of an inch, just so it's not so bulky. Because I mean, it's a really thick mini album. So that's why I had to pop everything up on Pop Dots just to kind of even out the thickness. Because the spine, instead of it being like an alligator mouth, the spine was thicker, and then this was all squished closed. So I had to kind of even it out by adding some more dimension on the inside. But I think it turned out really cool, and I hope that my sister loves it. And I know she's not going to see it before her birthday. Her birthday is the 24th of this month, but she won't see it because she's never watched any of my videos, so hopefully she doesn't start now. But I do want to make another one, and I know I kind of have an idea on what I want to do, so I will share that one with you as we go. And I'm going to put her link in the description so you guys can go check out the video that she did. It's a whole series. I think there's about 10 videos, and I kind of went along with them. I fast forwarded through a lot of stuff just to get like the dimensions and everything. There's some pages that she did that I did not do, so it's a really cool book though. So go check her out. Go see if you guys want to make one, and I would love to see it if you do. So that is what I have been working on lately, and leave a comment, let me know what you guys think of it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!